We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to NOMA TV. If you're just now joining us or coming back from earlier's race, we are with the NOMA Gen 4 series presented by H&H Tractor Works, and we are here at the track that they say is too tough to tame, or the Lady in Black, and that is going to be Darlington Raceway, and they are right now under qualifying. So while they are under qualifying, they have about 10 minutes of qualifying, and we got about 5 minutes until the green flag. Let's go ahead and take a look at the points coming into tonight's race. You got Daniel Holloway. He is going to be on the top spot. You got Riley Gomes. He is going to be up 2 positions in a second. You got Michael Taylor in a third. Great run by Michael Taylor and throughout the season so far. Billy Davidson is going to be right there in fourth. You got Grant Turner going to be sitting down in fifth. He's going to be down a couple of positions due to missing a race or two. Jack Nudemacher is going to be right there in sixth. You got Philip Willis going to be down a couple of positions in seventh. You got Michael Van in eighth, and tied for ninth is going to be John Bell and Riley Gomes. And right there in 11th is going to be Ron Fenton along with Chris Akers in 12th. Yeah, 13th is going to be Willie Evernham, going to be up a couple of positions. And Kenneth Redinger, he is going to be right there in 14th. And wrapping up the top 15 is going to be Lucy Nudemacher with Robert Gray in 16th. Sam Boutwell going to be up 11 positions in 17th. John Eckert, he is going to be in 18th. Matthew Fritz is going to be down a couple positions in 19th. And Joey Hickox in 20th. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's happening out there on the track as we have Matthew Fritz. He's trying to put in his blazing fast lap. And let's take a ride along with that Venom Racing machine, that number 33. Let's see if he has what it takes to take the pole away. And he has got the one to go. Right now he is holding the pole. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. And it looks like he is going to stay on the pole. And Joey saying, hello, Richard. Let's go Venom Racing. And there is that Venom Racing car, a racing machine driven by Matthew Fritz. He is going to be on the pole. And it looks like everybody has put in their qualifying laps, all but 4. We have 11 drivers loaded into the track. Hopefully we'll get a few more. But as of right now, John Lynch is holding on to second. Daniel Holloway is holding on to third. And Grant Turner is going to be holding on to fourth as of right now. Like I said, we're still waiting on those 4 drivers. So they could be waiting till that last minute to put in those qualifying laps. But while we are waiting on them, let's go ahead and remove those hats, place our hand over our hearts, and let's play that beautiful national anthem. All right, and we are just getting ready for qualifying to end. We got about a minute left, and over there on the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network side, we have Connor Adams saying, "Yo, what's up, buddy? How are you doing?" That is going to be my nephew. We got Erickson was robbed. Thank goodness it's on YouTube. Twitch gives me a rash. And that's going to be over on the NOMA side of things, and it looks like everybody is. Son of a bitch. Well, looks like iRacing, if iRacing keeps on kicking me off. Oh, this is great. Well, iRacing did kick me off. If you're still viewing, iRacing just did a dirty deed, and it kicked me off. So I don't know exactly what's going on that, but we are loading back in. So just give me one moment, and I will get it back up and going. We will hopefully get back before they take the green flag. They were just then loading in. So we're about 90% in, and we are back. All right, it looks like Matthew Fritz has taken the lead very, very early. And just waiting on my ticker and tower to catch up. And there we go. He's got about a 1.48 second lead over John Lynch. John Lynch was very fast in practice, and there he is in that Project 31 machine. And he has got Grant Turner in hot pursuit, and a couple of the... A couple of the paints are still loading in, so just giving them a few moments. There is the 98 of Michael Taylor. He is going to be in that 98 Hot Wheels machine. But Johnny Lynch, he was a very fast competitor in practice, and they said they ran a practice session earlier on in the week, and he was a very, very good competitor. So Grant Turner definitely in hot pursuit. We just got word that he may not be able to race very much due to a schedule change at his work. So hopefully he can maybe get him a win here at Darlington before he has to leave us. But he was also one of our co-commentators over there on the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network side with Mr. Mark Bristow. Let's see if we can find the closest battle on the track, and I believe it's going to be Daniel Holloway and Grant Turner, and here they come out of turn number 4, and that is going to allow Daniel Holloway to take over that third position, and we are already at lap number 6. Sorry that we missed the first couple laps due to iRacing just kicking me off. I don't understand that. It's never done that before. It did that to me in practice, and I had to get it figured out. But Lucy Nudemacher trying to make a move on Mike Taylor. in that 5th position. And here comes Willie Evernham. Willie Evernham has been a very good competitor, especially last week. Oh, and he's going to get loose as he touches that transition right below that dotted line. Is going to be a heck of a transition, and it will get that car loose. You only got about 2 real lanes of racing surface here, and if you get outside of those lanes, that car is going to be very, very unpredictable. But you saw Willie Evernham get a little bit loose and touch the wall, and Robert Gray, he's going to be up 5 positions from where he started. He started all the way in the back, and now he's worked himself up in the 6th position, and he is in hot pursuit of Lucy Nudemacher. And let's take a ride on the gearbox, and there you see the distance between Lucy and Robert Gray. And let's ride around on that AC Delco nose cam. Matthew Fritz, 2.1 seconds out in front of John Lynch. John Lynch could be utilizing a tire-saving strategy here to beat that Venom Racing machine of Matthew Fritz. Matthew Fritz is a good competitor in the Truck Series, Super Speedway Series. Anywhere he runs, he is a great competitor to go up against. I race with him in the Truck Series, and he is one of the guys that I worry about trying to beat. He is just one of those skilled drivers. He's got quite a few wins under his belt. He was the Rookie of the Year in the Truck Series, I do believe, or in the SCSRA series that we all run in. And that was going to be last season. And now he is here in the Gen 4 series trying to get him a win. And now we're looking at John Lynch. He has got Daniel Holloway all over the back bumper of that Project 31 machine. That Project 31 machine has seen Victory Lane a few times. Can it see Victory Lane again here tonight? John Lynch is my teammate over in the Truck Series. Very great guy. Love running with him. Very good teammate. Always thinking about that team strategy. And here he is running in second with Daniel Holloway in hot pursuit, trying to take away that second position. Grant Turner is falling back just a little bit. He is looking for a good finish here. And Lucy Nudemacher up 2 positions. Going to have a little bit of a challenge from Robert Gray as they come down the backstretch into turn number 3. And that 3 machine is going to be looking down on the low lane. Can he get the run off of turn number 4? And, he gets a little bit loose as he tries to put the power down. And here they come down the front stretch, across the start-finish line into turn number 1. And I kind of love this track, but I don't like to race it. This track is full of surprises. You never know what that car is going to do. And it looks like Robert Gray has lost a little bit of momentum as he came out of the turn, and he is going to be rubbing up against the wall. Now he's got Willie Evernham looking down to the bottom lane. And it looks like Willie Evernham is going to be able to make the pass. Matthew Fritz still out front, 3.9 seconds. You got Holloway and Lynch going side by side. Almost a little bit of contact coming in through turn number 3. Oh, it looks like Daniel Holloway gets a little bit loose coming out of turn number 4. And here they come down the front stretch. And it is going to be John Lynch to second place still. We got quite a few viewers out there watching. We appreciate everybody that has stopped by and joined us here in tonight's race at Darlington Raceway. And it is still a hot and heated battle for that second position. And it looks like Daniel Holloway, he is going to be able to make the pass on the inside and make the slide job and move up to that second position. Grant Turner has seen these two battling it out, and he has made up a lot of ground on that 31 machine and that 21. Can he make the pass on the inside? And he is going to look down low, not going to be able to get there as he is coming out of turn number 2 and down the straightaway. John Lynch looks like he has a little bit of front end damage, and let's go see if we can take a look and see if he does. Let's see if we can get the right front. Oh, no, can't see nothing from there. Oh, and he's gonna scrape up the side of that Project 31 machine, and there goes Grant Turner. He is just gonna sail right on by. Mike Taylor is going to already be in the pits. Now we will see a stage break come in at lap number 30. And Nancy is out there. Congratulations to Fritz on the pole, and Jo outside pole. Venom Racing looking good, and hello, Miss Nancy. Glad to have you out there watching these races, each and every race. And like I said, we are dual broadcasting. We're trying to get some of our followers to start following NOMA TV over on the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. So we've been going live on there. We haven't had a lot of broadcasts over there. Mark has not been doing too well the last couple of days. He had to go to the ER. So we're trying to put some races on and get some content over there and get some of those followers over here to NOMA TV so they can enjoy some more great content between Southern Broadcast Gaming and NOMA TV. So we appreciate everybody over there. And Connor, you are sad. I'm going to ask why there, buddy. But Matthew Fritz is still out 3.25 seconds in front of Daniel Holloway. Daniel Holloway is got the number 98. He is going to be coming out. He is going to be the first car 1 lap. 89. He is going to be the first car 1 lap down. Jack Nudebacher is right there in ninth position. Got Billy Davison. He just made a little bit of contact right there before the Geico restart zone with the wall position. Robert Gray still up 4 positions, but he has dropped back just a little bit, and Lucy Nudebacher has gained a little bit of ground on that 3 machine of Robert Gray, but doing pretty good in hot pursuit of Willie Evernham. Willie Evernham has worked his way up into the top 5. He's 11 seconds back from our leader of Matthew Fritz, but he is making a very good ground on the car in front of him, which is going to be John Lynch. He has dropped down to the 4th position. He's got a little bit of right front damage, but that's okay. There's still a lot of racing left to go. We are coming to lap number 25, 105 laps to go. We'll see that stage break at lap number 30, and it is a little bit spread out, as you can see from the track map there. The 98 is still having a little bit of trouble getting up to speed, and John Lynch going to be sideways as he is trying to get back up to Grant Turner, and we're going to ride on the gearbox of Grant Turner and show you that distance. There is that Project 31 machine as they come out of turn number 2, headed for the backstretch, and John Lynch, he is coming. He has got about a second to make up, but he has got a little bit of speed still, even with a little bit of damage on that nose, and it looks like he may be falling back just a little bit because he just got loose again. So that damage might be affecting the handling of that race car. We got a crash indicator from Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor looks like he says he crashed, but nope, he didn't. He's still out there rolling. So a false indicator over there on the STK side. Lost in my F1 game. F1 game race in 11th place. Hey, 11th place, depending on how many cars were there, my nephew, hey, if there was a lot of cars there, 11th place is not a bad finish. Connor Adams getting an 11th place finish in F1. I'd say that's a pretty darn good job, depending on how many cars were out there. So don't be sad, be glad. You got you a top 15. All right, Grant Turner going to be up 1 position, right around the 3rd. John Lynch going to be down 2 positions. Right now, our biggest mover is going to be Willie Evernham, up 3 positions from where he started. Lucy Nunemacher slowly but surely reeling that number 19 Dodge in, trying to take up a position, trying to get a good stage finish, as we only have about 6 laps. Now it's going to be, well, once the leader crosses the finish line, it's going to be 5 laps until the stage break. Got 11 viewers out there on the stream. We appreciate each and every one of y'all stopping by and spending your Sunday evening with us. We know Monday is going to bring in a new work week, so hopefully you will have a good work week. I know mine is going to start very early in the morning. But riding around with our leader, and we're going to change a little bit of things. I forgot to update something. All right, right now we're riding around with our leader, Matthew Fritz. I do so many broadcasts, and you try to fill in all the information, and you forget a few things. And I had the wrong series in there, so had to change that to the NOMA Gen 4 series under driver information. But we got it right, and Mike Taylor, he is going to be down 6 laps. It's going to be very hard with all the green flag runs that we've had. It's going to be hard to get a lot of those laps back. First car 1 lap down is going to be Michael Van. He is doing his best to hold off the leaders and not go another lap down, and you can see that the leader of Matthew Fritz, he is going to be right there behind Michael Van, and he has got about 3 laps to go. He's going to come across the start-finish line. He's going to have 2 laps until we see that stage break. Can he hold the leader off for a couple more laps? I do believe he can, as we have 2 laps now. Everybody's still out there on track. Good to see that. But Matthew Fritz is going to be our stage winner if he can hold off Daniel Holloway and not make any mistakes. Grant Turner going to be looking for a 3rd place. As you can see, he got loose coming out of turn number 2. And coming into turn number 3, he's still got a little bit of distance. Now, when all these cars get all bunched back up, it might be a different ball game, because you'll have these fast cars right back out front. You'll have 4 fresh feel goods on that car. We have 5 sets of tires in the pits. And John Lynch, he's having a hard time, really hanging on to that car. And he has got Willie Evernham looking to take over a position. Can he hold him off coming to the stage? And we are going to be at lap number 29. And there is lap number 30. So, yeah, caution is out. And our caution flag is presented by the Pit Stall, that proud sponsor of the National Online Motorsports Association. All right, caution is out. Our winner of stage number 1 is going to be this guy right here, and that is going to be Matthew Fritz, bringing home the stage win. All right, Connor said, yay, new record. New record, 7th place. Nice there, buddy. All right, stage 1 winner is going to be Matthew Fritz. We're going to wait for him to go ahead and dive off into the pits, go get his 4 fresh feel goods, and top it off with some go-go juice, and then we'll bring our stage winner up in the booth and let him tell us how this track feels. This is a very tough track. They say it's too tough to tame, but it looks like Matthew Fritz has definitely got a handle on this track, so he may have it tamed here in this Gen 4 car. Daniel Holloway, he has a lot of speed. It'll be interesting to see where how he is going to be. Mine started in about 3 hours. Oh, it's going to be very interesting to see how Daniel Holloway handles the track. He's going to be right there. He's going to be starting on the outside, or depending on where Matthew Fritz wants to start. But it's going to be interesting to see how he does closer to that fresh air. All right, well, they are out of the pits, and let's bring up our stage 1 winner. Matthew Fritz is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, you are the stage winner, and man, you look like you got this track tamed. Tell us a little bit how the car feels, and if you have what it takes to go that 94 laps and win this thing.
I hope so. The car is it's interesting to drive. It's fun to drive, but it's tight and loose, and just trying to fight that. Wasn't running as hard at that stage because I was trying to make it. I only had a lap to the good, so I was just taking it easy. But the 21, he's very good, Mr. Holloway, and John Lynch will be back up here, so we're just trying to get a top 3 for the team.
Looks like John Lynch had a little bit of a contact with the outside wall and got a little bit of damage. Was y'all are in the same team chat? Was that affecting the handling in his race car?
Oh yes, he said it was undrivable after he hit the wall.
Well, man, that Venom racing machine looks very good out there, running in first. Man, let's see if you got what it takes to bring home the win. Like you said, you got Daniel Holloway right there behind you, and he looks like he has a fast hot rod. So about 30 laps for a tank of fuel, I'm taking.
Yes, sir. Yep. So, about 31, about 30 or 31. But yeah, I was saving the last lap just to make sure I can get there.
Awesome, awesome. Well, good luck in the rest of your race, my friend. Hopefully, we will be talking to you later on this evening.
I appreciate it, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that was Matthew Fritz, our stage winner. He hoping to get a win here at Darlington. He's been running out front for pretty much 30 laps. We'll have about 30 laps of fuel. And, Gunner, we want to wish you a happy birthday. It is his birthday today. Joey has had his hands full with running around and doing all kinds of birthday fun stuff with Gunter. So happy birthday to Gunner. Hope you had a good one, buddy. And I saw the video that Joey put out. That was an awesome video that Joey made for Gunner. So hats off to Joey for his first video. Hopefully I gave him a few pointers and he was able to use those, and he put out some good work. But 8 years old, man. I remember when my daughter was 8 years old. And he said he was watching. Awesome. Well, my nephew is over here watching, and he said he got 237 miles an hour in the F1 car. Good for him. And let's get ready to go back green flag racing here at stage number 2. And here comes Matthew Fritz bringing them to the Geico restart zone. And our green flag is presented by H&H Tractor Work, that proud sponsor of the NOMA Gen 4 series. And what a good jump from the 39. He is going to be right there trying to take over the lead very early in stage number 2. They're going to be sideways as they come out of turn number 2. And here comes the 39. He is going to overtake the lead. That is going to be Grant Turner. Is he going to be able to get a little bit of distance on Matthew Fritz? And John Litch, he is going to be working his way back up into the 3rd position. Got Lucy Nudemacher. She is going to be working her way up 3 positions from where she started. Oh, and a little bit of contact between the 63 and the 31. It looks like the 31 may have got on the wall, and trying to get it off that wall is a very difficult task, as you have to jerk that wheel to get it to let go. And it looks like Lucy may have had a little bit of contact, but looks like all is fine and good. Here comes that 31 machine of Daniel Holloway. He is going to have his hands full of Jack Nudemacher. Jack Nudemacher going to be on that top side, almost making contact with the wall as they come out of turn number 4 down the front stretch across the start-finish line. It is going to be Daniel Holloway, Willie Everham, and Jack Nudemacher. He is going to fall back into the 7th position. Billy Davison in that Tesla number 88, the only electric car out there on the track that makes a race car sound. He is going to be working his way up into the 7th position if he can get past Jack Nudemacher. Nancy out there saying thank you, Richard, and you have created a monster with Joey in the videos. Well, Matthew Fritz was able to make it right back around Grant Turner for the lead, and Grant Turner is going to be hanging out. Now, this is a place where you kind of need to save those tires, and I heard a little bit about fuel strategy from Matthew Fritz, but I also heard about fuel strategy in the chats when I was hanging out with some of the drivers before the race. I heard about fuel strategy from Grant Turner. Could he be playing a little bit of fuel strategy, get out early, save a little bit of fuel? That could be a winning strategy right there, but there is another fast car, and that is going to be that Project 31 machine. Now, John Lynch, he has some big shoes to fill, as that Project 31 car has seen victory lane quite a few times. That car is out there to see how many times each driver can put that car in victory lane. And it's good to see that car out there right now running around in 3rd. Lucy Nudemacher has her hands full of Daniel Holloway. Daniel Holloway working his way back up to the 4th position. We saw him take the second position at the stage break. But now he has got a little bit of work to do, as he is making the pass on the 63, and now the 63 has a whole lot of the 19 to deal with. And let's go ahead and ride around on Willie Everham's nose cam and show you what he is dealing with. These are ill-handling race cars, and look at the run that he has on Lucy Nudemacher. Lucy Nudemacher going to slide up towards the wall, almost a little bit of contact. He's going to get her loose just a little bit and send her down to the middle of the track, and here they come. This is a nice little battle right here. And this is, oh, it looks like Willie Abraham did scrape the wall a little bit, but didn't lose a lot of speed. And this is going to be a battle for that 5th position. Everybody is spread out. We have 10. We have 9 cars on the lead lap. It looks like Robert Gray has had a little bit of issues, and he is going to be back here in the 10th position. And let's put that ticker up as see. He is going to be 2 laps down. Now, it's not impossible as Taylor has gotten a couple laps back, and it's not going to be impossible to get all these laps back. But we're going to have to see a caution to really get that, for them to get those laps back. But Grant Turner still going to be hanging around in the 2nd position as he scrubs the wall. He's going to be about, now he was about a half a second back, but now he's going to be about a second back from Matthew Fritz. John Lynch, he is looking to make up a little bit of ground from that mistake. He's still going to be about 2 seconds back from Grant Turner, but he has Daniel Holloway really in pursuit of that 3rd position. Daniel Holloway has been a force to be reckoned with throughout the season, and could he be another force to be reckoned with here tonight? It definitely looks so. About 0.6 of a second separate these two. Now he's gonna close that gap just a little bit more. But John Lynch doing everything he can to stay out in 3rd. Looking for the best battle on the track, and so far it is looking like it is going to be spread out with only 11 drivers. Probably going to run out of things to talk about. But it's still a good, clean race. Well, we got a few minutes. We can go ahead and crank this bad boy up and let that horsepower eat. So give me just a minute, and we're going to crank it up for just a moment. All right, well, a battle was brewing between these two drivers right here, and it looks like Grant Turner is having a little bit of handling issues. As we under that crank it up session, we watched him scrape the wall just a little bit, but these two drivers have been going at it for quite a few laps, and it's only a matter of time before one of those cars' tires really start giving out. But we will see probably a little bit of pit strategies start to come into play in just a couple laps. And we're looking probably about lap number 60 as Matthew Fritz has informed us. But Grant Turner getting a little bit sideways coming out of turn number 2 and coming in turn number 3. It looks like that John Lynch and Daniel Holloway have really closed up that gap as those tires are starting to go away on that 39 machine. Now, can he make those tires last and stay out in front as we are about 8 to 9 laps in until we see those green flag pit stops? But Matthew Fritz, he is out 3.4 seconds in that Venom Racing number 33. Can he bring home a win? Can he not make the mistakes that we've seen out on the track so far? But Daniel Holloway, he is looking to the outside of that Project 31 machine driven by John Lynch. And they got Grant Turner right there in front. Is Grant Turner going to be slowing them down as these guys are fighting for the same real estate, but only one can have it? And it looks like Daniel Holloway is really laying back and letting these two go at it. And he might be able to take advantage as if something happens. John Lynch going to shut the door on the 21 of Daniel Holloway as they come out of turn number 2. Coming in turn number 3, it looks like Grant Turner has created a little bit of distance between these two, and he's going to let them battle it out behind him, and that's really what he wants to see. He wants to see these two guys get side by side, which they are going at it right now. 21, 31 coming into turn number 1. And it looks like Daniel Holloway is going to be able to make the pass on the inside. He's going to pull the slide job. Can John Lynch make the crossover as he gets a little bit loose, but they're going to still be side by side, and he's going to take over this position. Wow, what a move by the 31 machine of John Lynch, making that crossover as the 21 got a little bit loose. I thought there was going to be contact, but they held it, and that puts John Lynch back into third place. Grant Turner better definitely put the pedal down as here comes that 31 machine. He's got a little bit of distance between Holloway and himself. So can he close that gap up as Daniel Holloway may have used up his tires. He was getting a little bit loose coming off that corner. And there you see the gap has extended just a little bit between Lynch and Holloway as they come out of turn number 4 down the front stretch through the Geico restart zone, cross the start-finish line, and about 4 to 5 laps away from those green flag pit stops. We're almost halfway there, folks. And it has been all green flag racing except for our stage break. So what a great job. And they are still all chasing this Venom number 33 machine driven by Matthew Fritz. Been a great job so far. He's led the most laps here tonight. And can he bring home that win? And there is a close-up view of that beautiful car. Glad to be a part of that team over on the SCSRA side in the Truck Series. And there is Mr. Grant Turner. And there is Mr. John Lynch. And I'm glad to be a part of that Spino racing team on in the NOMA trucks. Lucy Nudemacher, she is running pretty much all by herself. Her nearest competitor is going to be about 3 seconds back, and that is going to be Willie Evernham. He was running a pretty darn good race, and he looks like he has got some right front damage, so that's probably the reason why he has fallen back just a little bit. But here comes Billy Davidson, going to be down one position from where he started, and there's quite a few people that are going to be big movers, I guess, and it's going to be, Billy Davidson smacks the wall hard, and he's going to take it down the track and bring it right back up. Didn't lose a lot of speed, but he lost a little bit of momentum. And here comes Jack Nudemacher. He is going to try to capitalize from that bit of mistake. Still got Mike Taylor out there on the track. He is going to be 5 laps down in the 9th place. It looks like Robert Gray may have to have retired. And Connor says, I got first. Nice, buddy. That's a great job. I wish you were on iRacing. We'd teach you how to iRace and get you involved in some of this racing, as it is pretty exciting. But it looks like pit stops have commenced, and Grant Turner going to bring his number 39 machine down pit road, and still going to keep Matthew Fritz out there in front. He should be bringing that number 33 machine down pit road any time now. Probably going to be about, I'm going to say another lap or two. Darlington is... Oh, goodness. You put me on a spot. I don't remember. 1.36 miles. Oh, and it looks like Matthew Fritz, he got into the wall a little bit, but he has got such a commanding lead that it's not going to slow him down very much. And there you see... There you see Willie Evernham. He is going to be trying to get one of his laps back the hard way. He is going to be the second car one lap down. Grant Turner is going to be the first car one lap down. And is he going to bring that number 33 machine down pit road anytime soon? I don't believe he is. Oh, here he comes. He is going to be bringing it down. Lap number 61, coming to 62. So he's going to relinquish that lead unless John Lynch brings his car in, which he is going to do that. Daniel Holloway, he is going to stay out and lead a lap. So this is going to be the first lap led by Daniel Holloway. The only other car that has led a lap is going to be Grant Turner, which he has already made his pit stop. He is going to be able to get his laps back once these drivers cycle through their pit stops. And there is Jack Nudebacher. He is going to stay out a little bit longer, too. He could be using this fuel strategy to his advantage. Go longer. Stay out longer. And take less fuel at the end. And Daniel Holloway, he is going to stay out another lap. And it looks like Jack Nudebacher, he is going to relinquish that second place position. And Matthew Fritz is going to be bringing his car out of pit road. Right now, he is going to be in the third place position. So Jack Nudebacher, he is going to bring his car down pit road. And here comes our leader, Daniel Holloway. He is going to have every car except for Jack Nudebacher down one lap. Grant Turner, he overtook the lead, but Matthew Fritz has a little bit of fresher tires, so we're going to have to see how this plays out. Can Grant Turner hold off with, a couple lap older tires? He came in at lap number 59, coming to 60, and Matthew Fritz came in at lap number 61. And there is John Lynch right now holding on to the fourth position. We're going to have to see how this plays out. It looks like Daniel's still in the pits. He's getting those left side tires put on. He is going to fall back to third, and here he goes. He's probably going to fall back to fourth, but he's going to have the freshest tires on the track. But he's got, oh my goodness, and there's going to be our first caution of the night. Will the caution flag fly? And that is going to be Mike Taylor. He's going to be very slow on the track. He was all the way around. And we're going to probably have to back that up and see exactly what happened, because no caution has flown just yet. Was there contact between the 31 and... Let's try to zoom in just a little bit. Zoom in. And here they come. You can see the run that the 31 has, and just a little bit of contact from the 31 machine, and that's going to turn it the 98 right on around. He's going to make a little bit of contact to the outside safer barrier wall, and that is going to be more laps down for that 98 machine. All right, well, we're going to take it back full speed and go back live. No caution did fly, so we're going to stay green. And Matthew Fritz, he's going to be back to the lead with Grant Turner, going to be about 0.7 of a second back. And John Lynch, he is going to be right there about 6.6 seconds back. He's got Daniel Holloway closing in. He's going to be about 4 seconds, a little under 4 seconds from Lynch's back bumper. Willie Abraham, he's going to be about 3 seconds back from Holloway. Everybody is spread out on the track. There's only 9 drivers on the track. Taylor is going to be 4 laps down. Billy Davidson going to be the first car 1 lap down. If the caution would have flown, that would have been a Billy Davidson would have liked that, because he would have got his lap back, and there he is coming around turn number 2. Jack Nudemacher going to be up 2 positions in 7th, and you got Lucy Nudemacher right there in 6th. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Mr. Willie Abraham, up 3 positions from where he started, and probably in the next about 20 laps or so, probably around a lap number 90, we'll see these cars really come in and take maybe their last pit stop, depending on how far they can stretch that fuel. We'll probably see them take their last pit stop. But there's our leader coming out of turn number 2, coming down the front stretch, and has a couple lap down cars to deal with. Is this going to slow Matthew Fritz down? Is that going to be enough for Grant Turner to really catch back up, because he's fallen off about 1.5 seconds off the leader's back bumper? You got Jack Nudemacher. He is going to be the first car 1 lap down, and there he is. But Matthew Fritz, this is going to be the view in his windshield. There they are. That's going to be Mike Taylor. And right ahead of him is going to be, I believe that's going to be Lucy Nudemacher. So if he is able to catch up and get around that 98 machine, which he has caught up, let's see if he can get around that Pontiac Hot Wheels, and Michael Taylor is going to let him right on by. And now he's gotten Lucy Nudemacher in his sights. So let's take a lap around with our leader on board. There you see, he's very smooth on the wheel. He's got a little bit of play in the wheel, and look at the run that he got on Lucy Nudemacher. Lucy Nudemacher gonna just go get up out of the way and let him have that low line, and there goes Matthew Fritz right on around. And Grant Turner did slow him down just a little bit, maybe about 0.3 of a second, but I don't believe that's going to be enough. Joey, I do believe you are correct. I would have thrown it. But John Lynch, now the bump and run with Mike Taylor. Have we seen the end of it? Because here comes the car that was involved with the bump and run. Is it going to happen again? Are we going to see the blocks? I don't know. But Michael Taylor going to be on that high side, and he is going to let John Lynch go right on by. No harm, no foul. And 98 of Mike Taylor just lets him right on by. So no retaliation from the 98. And that's going to put Mike Taylor down 5 laps still. And Lucy Nudemacher has a little bit of company, and that is going to be Grant Turner. Grant Turner is still in that second position. He is falling off hard. Now 1.9 seconds as he has got that 63 machine right there in front of him. And he smacks the wall. Grant, you got to keep it off the wall, my friend, to make those fast laps. But we saw what that wall can do to handling to John Lynch, as we got word that his car was just absolutely ill handling after he made a couple incidents with the wall. But Daniel Holloway, he is going to be tracking down that number 31 machine. He is pretty much, let's see the pit strategies here. Okay, so we got lap number 61 for Fritz. We got 58 for Turner. We got Lynch at 61, and we got Holloway at 63. So at lap number 93, we should probably be seeing the 21 come in. He has to save an extra 2 laps to make it the full distance. So can it be done? Can he extend that fuel mileage just a little bit more? I believe he might try. And if he does, that could be a winning strategy. And Matthew Fritz may have to put that into his calculations. He is very good at saving fuel. He's very good, at saving tires. But is he calculating for other cars saving? Even though he's got a fast car, he's about 7 seconds in front of Holloway, and that is going to be a battle as John Lynch rubs the wall just a little bit, loses a little bit of momentum. He's gonna take it down to the bottom of the racetrack and take the line away from the 21. But how long is he going to be able to hold it? Only 0.3 of a second separate these two. So can Matthew Fritz, calculate for the fuel saving and save enough and be a lap or two to the good at the end of this race? Now, I believe the 21, if he can save a lap and then save a lap at the last fill-up, he'll be able to make it on a one-stop shop. Unless we see a caution, then that will throw a wrench in everybody's gears. But as of right now, this is the most exciting race on the racetrack. You still got Willie Evernham. He's going to be in 5th. But 3rd and 4th are about to get very exciting as Daniel Holloway trying to get to that back bumper of that 31 machine as they come across the start-finish line. It is going to... You see John Lynch trying to break the draft just a little bit. Now 1.3 miles. You can get a little bit of draft, and it can help you. But now less than 0.2 of a second separate these two from Daniel Holloway taking over that 3rd place position. Not able to get there just yet. Even 2-lap newer tires is not really an advantage here, as he is going to take a hard left to the inside. Is he going to be able to make a move on it? No, he's not. He's going to have to bring it right back in. He got a little bit of loose coming out of turn number 4, and there they come out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. And now that gap has closed down to 1/10 of a second. Coming out of turn number 4 down the front stretch. And it looks like John Lynch has a little bit left in the tires to keep that 21 at bay. Back out front is going to be 5 seconds in front of Grant Turner. Is going to be Matthew Fritz. He is, like I said, he has led the most laps. Even if somebody takes over the laps now, he is going to have the most laps led and the stage win. Grant Turner gave us a little bit of insight that his work schedule has changed, so he might not be able to race at night, and we hate to see that because he is a very good competitor in the trucks and the Gen 4s and every series that he runs. He's a good competitor, and he helps Mark Bristow broadcast over on Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. So definitely, when you see them go live, definitely go check them out. They put on some pretty darn good broadcasts, especially on nights that we don't broadcast. I think it's on Tuesday nights. He puts on a show for Impact, and they signed him on for another season. Well, only 5 cars on the lead lap. About 7 laps until we see at least Daniel Holloway come in for his maybe final pit stop. If it depends on how he plays out the fuel mileage. Right now, he is really trying to get around John Lynch for that 3rd position. Not able to get there just yet, but they are tracking down Grant Turner. And Grant Turner really wants to see them battling out a little bit more. He's probably, if he did not save enough fuel. Oh, Billy Davidson going to be slow on the track, and it looks like everybody makes it by. Willie Evernham already going to be down pit road, so he is going to be bringing his car down. Maybe not for the final time, but he's going to put 4 fresh feel goods on that car and top it off with that go-go juice. There you see he is stopping in his pit box. Matthew Fritz still out front, 5.6 seconds. And Grant Turner going to be losing a lot of ground as he touches the wall just a little bit, coming out of turn number 2. And he is going to dive it down and bring his car in here at lap number 87. So these cars that are pitting now are still going to have to make at least one more pit stop. Now Daniel Holloway might be on the fuel strategy to make it a one-stop shop. Here at lap number 88, they still have a little bit of ways to go. And with only about a 30 lap fuel mileage, could get very interesting as we might see some guys try to really push it. And there you see Willie Evernham. He is going to tuck it in maybe behind the 31 as he comes out of pit road. He's going to bring it back up on the track. They are going to be side by side. You definitely got to be careful bringing your car back up on the track. Being down below that dotted line, it can really get that car upset. But he is able to bring it back up, and he is going to be right there. John Lynch touching the wall just a little bit more. That's going to allow Daniel Holloway to really close that gap. And here he comes. Look at the run that he's going to have. He's going to have the inside as he come down into turn number 3, I believe. And, ooh, he had to back up just a little bit, or he would have made contact with 31. And these guys have been racing it out pretty much for the last 10 laps. They have been pretty much nose to tail. And Connor back out there saying, oh no, I'm low on Captain Crunch. Well, tonight's race is brought to you by H&H Tractor Works. That is one of our proud sponsors to have over here at the NOMA Gen 4 Series. But we also have the pit stall. And we're going to take a side-by-side and take a word from one of our sponsors.
We are the place where the toughest drivers will come to race from far and wide. But just who are we? We are the Pit Stall Racing Series.
All right, always glad to have our sponsors on board, and that is one of our proud sponsors, once again, the Pit Stall Racing Series. And it looks like Matthew Fritz, he is going to bring his car down pit road. Ooh, he almost got close to those yellow barrels right there at the end of pit road. And Daniel Holloway going to stay out here at lap number 93. So if he can make it another couple laps, he might make it a one-stop shop. And he's got to make it at least another 2 laps to really seal the deal. And Matthew Fritz has really got to be thinking, is he on the right fuel strategy, or how much does he have to save? He can get that car out front, but once he gets out front, he's 5 seconds ahead, so he might be able to really get a pretty good distance out and kind of save that extra fuel. But Daniel Holloway going to be bringing it down. He couldn't make it those extra 2 laps, so he's going to bring it down here at coming to lap number 94. Now he only has to save at least 2 laps to really make it to the end. Let's see how he makes out. Matthew Fritz going to be out of the pits, and Grant Turner, he is going to overtake the lead, but we know he has to make that last pit stop to really make it to the end, unless he has something in mind to really save that fuel. We still have quite a few viewers out there on the stream. We appreciate y'all stopping by. Please help us by hitting that like, share, and subscribe, and hit that little bell notification. That'll let you know when we go live. We have a lot of great broadcasting. We do a doubleheader on Sundays. We have the SVT Renegades Racing Series. That's going to be the ARCA Series. And then we have the NOMA Gen 4 Series at 7:30 Eastern Time. Monday nights, we have the Super Speedway Series. And that is coming up tomorrow night, and that is going to be a great race indeed. And then we have Wednesday with the Old Glory. the Genesis Cup Series, and then we have Friday nights with Asphalt Outlaws. We were not able to go live Friday, as I had a few issues that I was not able to make the broadcast, but I hated that. But we're back tonight. And what a great race indeed. And Matthew Fritz has got a little bit of work to do, as he has Grant Turner leading this race. Grant Turner has led a few laps before, and now he has got about 2.9 seconds on Matthew Fritz. He has a couple lap fresher tires than Matthew Fritz, but you can see what those couple lap fresher tires do. They pretty much took 2/10 off as Matthew Fritz was coming out of turn number 2, and he is slowly but surely taking that time off, as he is now coming into 3 and 4. He's going to take another 10th off, and he's going to be now 2.7 seconds behind Grant Turner. Now we know Grant Turner has to really save a couple laps if he wants to make it to the end, and we are coming to almost 25 laps to go. Right now we have 27 laps until we see the white flag. And there you see Lynch. He is right back in second now. Daniel Holloway, he is not too far behind. He is going to be about 1.3 seconds behind Lynch. And these guys pitted within a couple laps of each other. So I'm gonna be surprised to see if Lynch can hold him off with a couple lap older tires. But back out front is this guy right here, and that is going to be Grant Turner. All right, so we were talking about fuel saving. We saw Matthew Fritz. He was within striking distance of Grant Turner. You can see he is actually losing a little bit of time, according to the ticker or the tower. And he is losing a little bit of time. Let's look at these last lap times. Okay, he is still a little bit faster than Grant Turner. But he is backed off. Looks like he's backing off those corners just a little bit. And Grant Turner may be in that fuel saving strategy also. You can see Holloway, he is pretty much set. He is running 29.97. He is the fastest car on the racetrack. So do these other guys and girls have enough fuel to really make it? But Daniel Holloway, he is going to be right there in the 4th position. Grant Turner, he is going to make an early pit stop and come down and go ahead and make his last pit stop. Willie Evernham, he is going to be right there in 4th. Jack Nudemacher, he is going to be in 6th. That's going to move him up to the top 5 if he can make the pass on Grant Turner. Lucy Nudemacher going to be right there where she started in 7th. Good little run from that 63 machine. Billy Davidson, he is going to be right there in 8th. And 9th, still out there on the track, making some laps. No matter how many laps he is down, that's going to be Mr. Michael Taylor. All right, that's gonna allow Matthew Fritz right back out to the lead, and he is going to have about a 3.8 second gap on John Lynch. John Lynch is really losing a little bit of ground. Daniel Holloway, he is going to be right there on the back bumper of that Project 31 machine. Willie Evernham going to go ahead and make his last stop. Daniel Holloway, he might have enough laps to really make it. Matthew Fritz, he is losing a little bit of ground, so he's saving a little bit of fuel. The fastest car on the racetrack is still going to be Daniel Holloway that's going to be Matthew Fritz at 30.57. But let's look at these last lap times. You can see Lynch, he's about a half a second slower than Holloway, so he is going to be really in fuel saving mode, as we only have 22 laps to go. There you're seeing Willie Evernham. He is going to come out. He is going to be scored in the 6th position. Jack Nudemacher, he is going to be up 5 positions. Now he could be on a fuel strategy also. But you can see Holloway, he is going to have the fastest car on the racetrack, so he's not worried about fuel. Neither is Grant Turner, as he came in for a new set of four fresh fuel goods. He is going to be making his way around that Project 31 machine driven by John Lynch. Right now shown in the 4th position, but he is going to be a lap down, I do believe. Yep, he is going to be the first car 1 lap down. Jack Nudemacher going to be up in the top 5. John Lynch going to let the 39 right on by. But Matthew Fritz got about 4.3 seconds on Daniel Holloway. Daniel Holloway really closing that gap, as he is, between 4.2 and 4.3 seconds back. So I believe Matthew Fritz is really saving that fuel. You can see that time just really dropping down. 20 laps to go in tonight's race. Appreciate everybody stopping by, watching a great race at the track they say is too tough to tame. Well, it looks like our top 4 have tamed it. Our top 4 are battling it out, going to try to make it on fuel mileage. Or excuse me, our top 3 are going to make it on, try to make it out on fuel mileage. The first one to really come in out of the top 5 is going to be Grant Turner, but he does have 4 fresh fuel goods. Does he have enough time to really get that lap back and maybe get back on the podium where he's had that car most of the night? Jack Nudemacher, and let's take a look at Take a look at the pit laps. Jack Nudemacher, he came in at lap number 92, so he's kind of on the same strategy as Holloway. I mean, he's only 1 lap away from having the same strategy. You got Lynch, he came in at lap 91. You got Fritz, who came in at lap 92, and Holloway came in at lap 93, coming to lap 94. So going to be interesting how this all plays out here tonight. But Matthew Fritz, he is still out front, 3.4 seconds. That time is definitely dropping down. Here comes Grant Turner. He is going to try to get his lap back the hard way. There's only going to be 4 cars on the lead lap if he is able to make this pass. And I believe the leader of Matthew Fritz. He's going to know that car is a lot faster. So he's just probably going to just let him sail right on by. And there he goes. He's going to drop down and let him go right on by. And coming down the backstretch into turn number 3, Grant Turner is now going to be back on the lead lap. Matthew Fritz still holding on about a 3.4 second lead. And Daniel Holloway, he has got about a 1.2 second lead on John Lynch. John Lynch looking for a podium finish here in that Project 31 machine. He may not be able to get that Project 31 machine in victory lane tonight, but he can put it on the podium. Still gonna set the bar high for the next guy that's gonna step into that Project 31 machine. And you can see he's really letting up on the corners, so he's backing up off the corners very early to try to make sure he has enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. Up 4 positions is going to be that number 22 machine driven by Jack Nudemacher, and Willie Evernham trying to get around Lucy Nudemacher and that's not really for a position, as Lucy Nudemacher is down 2 laps and Willie Evernham is down 1. All right, Connor, we'll see you later, buddy. Well, you know what? I'm going to disturb Mr. Robert Gray. Robert Gray, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, but it looks like you retired from the race very, very early. Tell us a little bit about what happened with your race.
1 second.
Okay.
Sorry, I was talking on here. No, just some people wanted to race early on in the race and got caught up in the wall when I decided not to take my fast pair, which put me way too many laps down. And I just don't think I had the car tonight. Didn't get enough practice in this week. I probably had 10 laps in. So I didn't want to do anything to interfere with anybody.
Well, you are pretty much able to hear what's going out there on the track. Now, you got Daniel Holloway, you got Matthew Fritz, and you got John Lynch. They only have 12 laps to go. Who is possibly your pick for tonight's race?
Thinking Grant's strategy might work out. I don't think Matthew was saving enough fuel, even though he has by far the most dominant car. Holloway and Lynch have been amazing, racing back and forth all night. It's been entertaining to watch those two. But I think Grant's might work out. I know Fritz is clutching in the turns, trying to save enough, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get it just watching this. I mean, he might. It's going to be close, though.
Absolutely. Well, we just wanted to bring you up and say hello and let you talk to us just a little bit.
You broke up, man.